At first, it seemed like just a fun idea, something refreshing and simple for summer. I decided to eat watermelon every single day for 30 days. I'd always loved it anyway. Juicy, sweet, hydrating. It's the kind of fruit that feels like a reward, not a diet rule. But what started as a casual experiment quickly turned into a fascinating journey with some unexpected results. If you've ever wondered what happens to your body when you eat watermelon daily, keep watching because I'm about to take you through what changed, how I felt, and what science says is really going on behind the scenes. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And at the end of the video, if you liked it, please leave a thumbs up and maybe even a comment. Any support for the channel is greatly appreciated. This helps us to make more of these cool videos. On day one, I didn't think much of it. I cut myself a generous slice of watermelon, enjoyed the satisfying crunch, the way the juice practically dripped down my fingers. It felt light, cooling, and honestly like the perfect snack. That first week, I simply replaced my usual afternoon snack with a bowl of watermelon. Sometimes it was the red seedless kind, other times I went for the classic black seed variety. I noticed almost immediately how full I felt after eating it. Even though watermelon is mostly water, over 90% to be exact, it gave me a sensation of being satisfied, without the heaviness that usually follows most snacks. By day 5, something really interesting happened. I realized I hadn't had a craving for anything sweet in days. Normally, I'd get those late-night urges to grab something sugary, maybe a cookie or a scoop of ice cream, but that week, I didn't. It turns out watermelon's natural sugars, combined with its hydrating properties and fiber, help regulate blood sugar and curb those sudden cravings. In fact, some nutritionists suggest that eating watermelon can help reduce the desire for less healthy sweets. I was beginning to believe it. Around day 7, my digestion started changing. In a good way. Without getting too graphic, I'll just say things were moving smoothly. Watermelon contains a modest amount of fiber, but combined with all that water, it can really help keep your digestive system regular. Plus, it contains something called citrulline, an amino acid that not only supports blood flow, but may also help reduce muscle soreness and improve gut health. I didn't realize it at first, but after workouts, my recovery felt faster and I felt less sluggish. By the second week, I started noticing changes in my skin. It felt softer, looked a bit more vibrant, and even some dry patches I usually get around my elbows and knees had smoothed out. At first, I wondered if it was just in my head, but then I remembered that watermelon is packed with antioxidants, especially lycopene and vitamin C. These nutrients are known to support collagen production and protect against skin damage caused by sun and pollution. Given that I was eating it every day, it's not a stretch to think my body was thanking me from the inside out. By day 15, I had a noticeable boost in energy. It wasn't jittery or wired like caffeine. It was steady and clear. I was sleeping better too. I later learned that watermelon contains magnesium and B vitamins, two nutrients that support sleep quality and help regulate stress. Also, it has a little bit of potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and supports muscle function. That daily bowl of watermelon had become a silent contributor to my well-being. And honestly, I didn't want to stop. Around day 20, I dug deeper into what else watermelon does inside the body. I discovered that lycopene, the pigment that gives watermelon its red color, is a powerful antioxidant known for reducing inflammation and protecting heart health. Some studies even suggest that consistent intake of lycopene-rich foods can lower the risk of certain cancers, especially prostate and breast cancers. Watermelon is actually one of the best sources of lycopene out there, even higher than tomatoes in some cases. And get this, it becomes even more bioavailable when watermelon is fully ripe, so those deep red slices I'd been eating, pure nutrition gold. Then there's the hydration factor. I didn't realize how dehydrated I usually was until I started eating watermelon every day. Drinking water is important, of course, but watermelon makes hydration enjoyable and effective. I was drinking less soda, fewer artificially flavored drinks, and instead, turning to watermelon as my go-to refreshment. My lips weren't chapped anymore. My eyes didn't feel dry. Even my headaches decreased. Staying hydrated affects everything from brain function to mood to metabolism. and watermelon made that effortless. By day 25, my routine was fully locked in. I was eating watermelon after workouts, sometimes for breakfast, and even diced it into a salad with mint and cucumber on a few occasions. It never felt boring, but I also learned one important thing: moderation still matters. Watermelon is naturally high in sugar, even if it's the good kind. For most people, it won't spike blood sugar dramatically due to its low glycemic load. But if you eat several cups at once, especially on an empty stomach, it might cause a temporary sugar rush. So I made sure to pair it with protein or fiber-rich meals when possible, just to keep things balanced. By the end of 30 days, I could honestly say I felt cleaner, lighter, and more energized. My digestion had improved. My skin looked better. My sugar cravings were almost non-existent. And mentally, I felt good, knowing I was giving my body something nutrient-dense every single day. It wasn't magic. It wasn't a miracle. It was just consistent, simple nourishment, one juicy bite at a time. So what did I learn from eating watermelon every day for a month? I learned that the body thrives on real food. Food that hydrates, nourishes, and satisfies without artificial ingredients. I learned that sometimes nature gives us something so perfect that we almost overlook it. And I learned that small, consistent habits can have a big impact. Will I keep eating watermelon every day? Maybe not every day, but several times a week? Absolutely, it's delicious, versatile, and undeniably good for you. If you're looking for a way to boost your hydration, improve your skin, help your digestion, or just enjoy a healthy snack that feels indulgent, consider adding more watermelon to your routine. You might be surprised at what happens when you do. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more health and nutrition tips, and consider sharing it with someone who needs it. And let us know in the comments, what is your favorite way to consume watermelon?